Bill, thanks for being here. Great to have you.
Good to have you.
So,
Governor.
yes, sir.
Before you start, you forgot I was a notary public also. Not for very long, but it was.
Well, I had some stuff I needed to get notarized, Bill. I'm really disappointed. You know, one of the things that I think most people probably aren't even aware, the song He Touched Me, one of the, classic songs. People still sing it in church every week somewhere across this planet. Yeah. But Elvis Presley recorded that in 1964. It won him a Grammy. Yeah. The only Grammys Elvis ever received were gospel.
Yeah.
Does that shock you, surprise you, or thrill you?
Oh, I think it says something about where he came from.
What inspires you when you write music? Because, you've written so many songs, Bill, that, they're truly classic gospel songs. They touch, they reach, they speak to people in a way that no one of really the last 100 years has even approximated.
You're very kind. It comes from a lot of different sources, a good sermon, a line in a prayer, maybe a prayer service where God really intervened in a real way, in the woods, holding your baby. One of the lines of Because He Lives was inspired by our third child, wondering if we should really bring a baby into the world in these turbulent times. And we wrote How Sweet to Hold our newborn baby and feel the pride and the joy that He gives, but greater still the calm assurance. Our baby can face uncertain days because Christ lives.
How did you come up with the idea of the Homecoming series? Because that is something that, and I've told you this before, I have known people that if they are believers, they're very nominal believers. They don't show up for church hardly ever. They do not miss a homecoming.
In all fairness, I really wanted to honor some of the pioneers in our field who had worked very, very hard and did it the hard way. We travel in nice air-conditioned buses now with their own beds, bunks, and everything. They traveled in cars, slept in the back seat of cars, and did it the hard way.
And Bill, when I see some of the careers that you've launched, Amy Grant, Sandy Patty, Michael W. Smith.
You're being generous.
No, but you help give these people platform, and now, we know them so well. It has to be an enormous sense of satisfaction knowing that you inspired, encouraged, coached, and mentored many of these folks that have had their own incredible careers.
We are all like turtles on a fence post. If you see a turtle on a fence post, he did not get there by himself. He had some help. Somebody helped him along the way. And I am a product of that. I am only here because somebody else did it for me.
Some of the new music is called Good Things Take Time. It's what we've just been talking about.
Yeah.
Tell us about the project, Good Things Take Time.
We live in an instant society. We want instant coffee, we want instant tea, we want instant success. Real good things do take time, takes a lot of preparation, a lot of work, and a lot of study. And Gloria and I are teachers. We taught for the first 10 years of our life. And we're still teachers. We just have enlarged our classroom, but every weekend with these kids who travel with us, they're all young and they keep me young. We're trying to say, take it slowly, think it through, think on the long term. So this is one of the tunes on there, one of the new tunes that we wrote. Good things take time, even though there are times when it gets rough. Hang in there.
It's a beautiful message. I want to go back to the time you and Gloria teaching school. What was the turning point from being school teachers living in Indiana to suddenly finding yourselves impacting the world and literally gracing the stage of the largest arenas in the whole planet?
Governor, as a kid, I wanted to do music in the worst way. And after I was out of high school, I tried to do it and failed miserably. It was the best year of education in my entire life. When I went back to college, majored in English, and met this beautiful girl where we were both teaching school. But I never totally gave up my dream, even though I wasn't out doing it myself. I was writing tunes, and the groups would come through Indiana. Gloria was a great cook, and we'd invite them in the house. and she'd feed them real well, and then we'd get around the piano. And he said, they've just written this brand new song. I was a great song plugger. I mean, to tell you, after Gloria's Food and me around the piano, it was a great, great time. And pedaled a lot of our early tunes. And the last 3 or 4 years of teaching, my night job overtook my day job. I hated to leave the classroom. I loved teaching, and I love to tell people we still live in the same house that we lived in when we taught school. We'll have it paid off next year, and we're kind of excited about that. But to do it as long as we have done it, and have this much fun. I met a kid the other day at the airport, and the dad said, "Son, I want you to meet Bill Gaither." And the kid looked at me and he said, "Bill Gaither, are you still alive?"
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Not only are you very much alive, but we are so glad you are, because you are one of the most beloved Americans. Thank God for you, Bill. What a joy just to be able to say, I know you. I mean that. While Bill Gaither gets ready to sing, Keith Bilbrey is going to tell you how you can get your hands on the amazing music of this incredible, incredible gift from God.
For Bill Gaither's Good Things Take Time, his fall touring schedule, and so much more, just go to Gaither.com. That's Gaither.com.